This is Damon Fordham, adjunct professor of history at the Citadel in Charleston, South Carolina. And this evening, I want to tell you an interesting story with a moral to it that I hope will be very helpful to you. One of my all-time favorite books was written almost 1,000 years ago. It was called The 1001 Nights, also known as the Arabian Nights. These were the stories that were collected over the years by the storytellers of the Middle East. And they became popular in the United States and England sometime around the 1800s. And these were the stories that were used to, as most folk tales do, to both entertain and educate people. And one of them was the story of the dream. It goes like this. Said that there was a man in Arabia who had this great dream that he would one day go by this yellow building, and in front of it, he would take a shovel and he would start digging and find a whole treasure of gold. And that he'd find it somewhere in Egypt. So what did he do? Well, he went to Egypt and kept looking and looking until he found this mansion filled, this yellow mansion, and he took his shovel and started digging in the streets to find gold. But the fellow who owned the house, he came out and said, "Hey, what are you doing out here digging up on my property?" "Well, you see, I just had this dream where I was going to go and dig for this gold and find it in front of this house. And why, you idiot, you're messing up my property. Man, I'm going to take you to court." So the fellow took him to court, and the magistrate said, "All right, so what's the problem here?" "Well, you see, Your Honor, I had this dream that I was going to go to Egypt and find this yellow building, and I was going to dig in front of it and get gold. So I left Arabia and followed my dream." And the judge said, "Man, you a daggone fool for doing something like that. I never heard anything so stupid. Look, you know, one time I had a dream that I went to Arabia and I found a red house and I started digging and I found gold. But do you see me going to Arabia and doing that? No. Man, listen, that is so dumb, I'm not even going to put you in jail. Man, get yourself back onto Arabia." So the man did. He went back to Arabia, but get this. While he was going back to his home, he did find a red house. And he figured, And he started digging for gold. And what did he find? The buried treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, the moral of this story is a simple one. Don't let anyone let you give up on your dream. This is Damon Fordham.